So I'm the Director of Family Services in Westminster, but I'm also the Chair of our West London social work programme. Well, congratulations, as Chris has said, to all of our Step Up graduates. Really, really well done. Social work itself is amongst the most demanding of professions that there is. But I know that the Step Up programme itself has its own demands. Even getting on the Step Up programme in the first place has its demands, if you can think back and remember that. So really well done for completing the programme and so many of you doing so well on it. You are our gold dust. The children across West London who need protection from abuse and neglect absolutely depend on the front line of social workers to deliver that protection. I can't stress that strongly enough. Whenever I talk with my colleague ADs, and we were just meeting earlier this week, and think about the challenges for us as local authorities of fulfilling our duties, we always remind ourselves we're only as good as our frontline social workers. We're only as strong as our frontline social workers. And you are absolutely our gold dust in delivering that service for our children. When we started the current work programme that we're on in West London, I think around four or so years ago, as Chris has referred to, it was absolutely about recruitment and retention of social workers that we were motivated by. We were already struggling. And I think we had a sort of bit of a collective epiphany in which we realised, what do? We keep sort of bemoaning that, we've recruited again and we just couldn't find the number and the calibre of social workers that we wanted, and going round and round in that. And I think we realised, we've got to go at this differently. We've got to put far more effort and take more responsibility as employers for growing our own social workers and developing and retaining our own social workers. And Step Up's been absolutely one of the key planks in which we think we've found effective ways to do that. A key feature of Step Up is, for us, that it's employer-led, and it provides us as an employers an opportunity to commission a university and influence every aspect of the design and delivery of the programme. Social work's a hugely complex job, so it's essential that you are properly prepared for the realities of practice. With this programme being so close to practice, we hope that you're fully aware of the challenges that come with the job as well as its rewards, and that you've seen positive role models in negotiating these complexities every day. It's a very interesting time to be a social worker. On the one hand, we are now in a time when the debate has been shaped largely by the Monroe Review, which has been a hugely welcome reshaping of what's important in what we do. Away from a focus on processes and timescales and meeting key performance indicators, to what lies at the heart of the job: effective practice, engagement with families, and working with families to achieve change. We're in the change business, and Monroe has really helpfully reminded us of that. But, it's a pretty big but, we live in an era with the most extraordinary squeeze on public finances than any of us can remember. And so that puts a huge pressure on all public services to deliver more with less money. And the pressures that puts on the front line. And really that does mean that everything we do, we've got to make as effective as it possibly can be. So you're entering the profession at an exciting time, an interesting time, and there are many other reforms and developments that we hope will make a difference for you in practice. So some of our programmes in West London are around developing a comprehensive continuing professional development programme for you as you progress through your careers. We're implementing the employer standards across the Alliance. But you need to take your responsibility too as you're developing as professionals, as social workers. And to provide better outcomes for children and families, you need to continue to be committed to your own professional development. Your effectiveness in practice will depend on your investment in continuing learning and critical reflection. We're pleased that the next steps will be you'll be embarking on our, again, West London ASYE programme. And we hope that you'll begin to see yourselves as leaders in practice, not just as newly qualified social workers. Your knowledge of current research and theory will be more up to date than many of your more experienced colleagues. And so in the next couple of years, I hope you'll be thinking about becoming mentors to future step-up students, to becoming practice educators in turn, and continuing through various levels of continuing professional development, for some of you to become advanced practitioners and managers. And in that sense, you are our gold dust, not just for now, not just for being frontline social workers, but amongst you will be our future leaders of our service in years to come. So just as our investment in you will continue, we hope that you'll make a commitment and stay with us and stay in delivering the services that we need to deliver to vulnerable children across West London, and do so over the years to come. We think that Step Up's been a hugely successful programme, and we're delighted that we've got future cohorts that we're planning for. And we hope that we can take the learning from this programme and influence other social work programmes with partner HEIs, so that we've got a skilled supply of newly qualified social workers to improve outcomes for children and families. So, well done again. Thank you, as Chris has said. I also want to say thank you to all of the staff that have helped to deliver the programme, and say a particular thanks to Chris herself, who's provided the strategic leadership for us. Very sadly, I'm double booked and I have to dash out to join the Triborough LCB where I'm supposed to be at the moment. So I'm afraid I can't stay for the rest of the afternoon, but I hope the rest of the event goes as well as it started. So